Today what I want to do is remind you of two different ways that you can graph a simple rational function in the form y equals a over the quantity x minus h plus k. The equation I'm going to be using is y equals negative 1 over the quantity x plus 1 minus 2. What I want to do is start with the parent function. The parent function of this graph would be y is equal to 1 over x, which is a hyperbola. The hyperbola has got two asymptotes, one on the x-axis, which is y is equal to 0, and one on the y-axis, which is x is equal to 0. If I plot a couple of points, I would have 1, 1, 1 half, 2, 2, 1 half. So this will give me a basic idea of what the two branches look like. I also have negative 1, negative 1, negative 2, negative 1 half, and negative 1 half, negative 2. Next, I'm going to multiply the equation by negative 1. This reflects my graph over the x-axis. So now these 3 points I'm going to graph in the fourth quadrant as it reflects over the x-axis. And these points will be up in the second quadrant, again, as it reflects over the x-axis. Sorry, I kind of missed these points a little bit there. My third graph, is going to be negative 1 over x plus 1. This moves my graph left 1 unit. So that also means that now my asymptotes are moving left 1 unit. Now moving the horizontal asymptote left 1 unit isn't going to do anything. But it will make a difference with my vertical asymptote as it gets moved left 1 unit. Now all these red points that I have graphed, I'm going to move them 1 unit to the left. So instead of the point being here, it will be here. This point will be moved 1 to the left. This point will be moved 1 unit to the left. It doesn't actually curve out like that, sorry. It's a matter of using this marker. So everything got moved 1 to the left. And then finally, the only thing I have left to do is to subtract that 2 from both sides. And that moves my graph down 2 units. So my green graph will be moved down 2 units. All the points on the green graph are moved down 2. But also it's important to notice that the asymptote is also being moved down 2. This vertical asymptote, moving it down 2 has no effect. But this horizontal asymptote, when that gets moved down, that does change things. So now here's my 2 asymptotes labeled purple. Here's my 2 asymptotes. Now I'm taking the green graph and I'm going to move everything in the green down 2 units. Everything here also gets moved down 2 units. And you notice that my purple graph is going right along these asymptotes. So my final graph looks like this. That's one way to graph. Check out the next video for another way to graph it by using the asymptotes, the x-intercepts, and the y-intercepts and choosing points.